All right, fourth graders, today we're going to be reviewing what the characteristics of a triangle are and then identifying triangles based on their edges. So first question is, what is a triangle? If we remember what we talked about what this prefix tri means, and we know it means three, and then the word angle means three angles. So we are going to be looking at three angled shapes, which are triangles. So it's a polygon with three edges. So the edges are the sides. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 vertices. And if we remember, that's where two edges come together is our vertice or our point. Today we're going to be focusing only on the edges. So we're going to be focusing on the length of the edges. The length is how long or how tall something is. All right, the first type of triangle is a scalene triangle. What do you notice about the edges? So let's focus on this one. We've got a really long edge here. We've got another edge here. Another edge here. These ones are pretty close in size. Let me highlight another one. I'm going to highlight here. It's one edge. Here is another edge. And here is a final edge. Now I'm going to add in some numbers to help us. For that triangle, right there. What are we noticing about the lengths of these sides? The numbers, what are we noticing? Well, after taking some time, we should recognize that all of the sides are different. So for scalene triangles, all of the sides have different lengths. So for example, this one might be 10, 12, and 9. All of the sides are different when we have a scalene triangle. All right, next one is isosceles. What do we notice about these angles? I'm going to add in some numbers here as well to help us. Bum, bum. Adding a number there. 5. I'm going to just draw a line so we know that's for this triangle up here. And then let's do one more of, what are we noticing about all of the sides? Well, give you a second to look. What you should notice is that on each triangle, 2 of the side lengths are the same. 2 of the sides are the same, and there's one that's different. So for isosceles triangles, 2 of the sides have to have the same length. And you'll notice in some triangles they use these lines. That is a way to annotate or to draw on to show that this side right here is equal to this side. So isosceles have to have 2 sides that are the same length. This is the final type of triangle we'll be focusing on today, and they're equilateral. And I'm just going to start writing in side lengths, and I want us to see what we know. Bum-ba-da-dum. Okay, we got 25. I also want to think about the equal. What does that sound like? All right, you should notice by now that all of the side lengths are the same, and this equal sounds like the word equal, which we know means the same. So an equilateral triangle, all of the sides must have the same length. All right, so all of the edges have the same length. Again, they're using the annotation to show the sides are the same length. All right, let's review and do some problems together. If we remember equilateral, all the same side. Isosceles, 2 of the same, and scalene, all 3 sides are different. All right, what kind of triangle is this? Well, let's automatically look at the sides. I'm going to circle them. We've got 18, 18, 17. Can it be equilateral if one side is different? Nope. Isosceles, but not equilateral. Well, we know that isosceles has 2 of the same length. But let's move on to the last one, scalene. Scalene says all the sides are different. Well, these 2 sides are the same. So it has to be isosceles, not equilateral. Next one, what kind of triangle is this? So we're going to look at the edges right away. All three are the same. So all three sides that have the same length are equilateral, because equal sounds like equal, and we know equal is the same. So we're going to cross out isosceles but not equilateral because it is equilateral. I'm going to cross out scalene because they're all of the same, leaving us with just an equilateral triangle. All right, now we have to do some reading, and I'm going to circle the side lengths as we go through. A triangle has side lengths of 7 feet, 7 feet, and 7 feet. What kind of triangle is it? So I'm going to draw a triangle, and all three of the sides say 7. 7, 7, 7. So when we have all three the same, we have an equilateral. So we're going to cross out isosceles because there's more than two that have the same, and scalene because they're all the same. They're not all different. So that is the answer for that one. All right, a triangle has one side measuring 18 centimeters and two sides measuring 20 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to draw that triangle. We have one side that has 18 and two sides that have 20. Okay, let's look at our definitions. Oh, what's the question though? Is this triangle equilateral? Well, equilateral says all three sides have the same length. Are these all the same length? No. So the answer would be no. They are not all the same length. 18 is not the same as 20. All right, last problem. A triangle has side lengths of 16, 18, and 11. Is this triangle isosceles? So let's draw our picture. We've got 18, 16, and 11. Let's look at our example of isosceles. At least two sides have the same length. All right, I see no sides with the same length. So this would be no. And this triangle is actually scalene because all three of the sides have different lengths. All right, good luck on your work today.